In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make billions inside of Grow a Garden 2, and I'm not even joking. Yesterday, the developers actually went ahead and nerfed a lot of stuff, and a lot of people thought things are going to get a lot harder, but guess what? It's quite literally the opposite, because this method is going to show you how you can literally get tons and tons of cash to the point where you never run out. If we take a look, as you can see, I actually have over 200 billion shekels inside of the game right now, and that is actually only a fraction of what I've had. So far, I've been able to get up to over 500 million, and if we actually go ahead and expand the plots, I'll be back down to like nothing, so I don't want to do that just yet. But if this video does help you guys out, please make sure to subscribe. It means the world to me, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. So the first and most important thing that a lot of people take attention to is the seeds, and this is very important because if you are a beginner, the bamboo seed is still pretty good, and this is really only for super new players, but this has been nerfed, so it's not really considered a very good seed anymore, and if you're trying to earn tons of cash, you're not going to want to use that. Now the attention has actually gone to things further down the list, such as the acorn, as well as ones like the coconut and mango. These are all amazing mid-tier seeds if you're like a middle tier player, and obviously if you get any of the mythics, these are better than everything I just said, so definitely use those. But whatever seed is best for you is what you want to target. Only use the bamboos if you're a beginner and never else. Now, just for reference, if I go ahead and sell my inventory over here, let's see how much, or actually, the first thing you want to do is bargain. You do not want to sell your inventory the first time you sell during a day. The first transaction that you actually make with Steven, you want that to be your by far the best transaction of your entire day because there is something you can do. Now, the game actually has a feature to do deals, and if I go ahead and say bargain, as you can see, I can bargain my inventory, which means if I get good luck, pretty much, my inventory can sell for a lot more. So let's go ahead, bargain with 9 million. And there we go. As you can see, he did the bargain. Now, if you take a look, I can do the daily deal. Now, this thing allows me to sell it for 84 million versus the normal price of 22 million after the bargain that I just did. Now, you can actually take this to another level. In a few seconds, I'm going to be able to ask for even more. Now, this is going to be way more expensive, but then again, my multiplier for the deal is going to go even higher. So you basically just say, never mind, I believe, and then you go back to the bargain thing, and yeah, bargain inventory again. Boom, there we go. Now it's at 33 million, and you can see that my daily deal would earn me 116 million. Now, I will also calculate the fact that, you know, I spent 22 million just bargaining, so technically I'm getting like another 90 million added, but guess what? You can do this over and over again. Now, the next bargaining is very expensive, so I hope this guy gives me more if I do it again, but here we go. Let's go ahead, bargain, and bargain inventory for 18 million, and no, he did not raise it, but for some reason, my daily deal did still go up. I don't know how that works, to be honest. The system, I think, is a little bit bugged. That's why you want to take advantage of this, like, glitch-looking thing. But, yeah, now if I go ahead, sell 172 million, and daily deal it is, or actually, I guess he only gave me 84 million. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty bugged. But now I have 260 million shekels, and that's also taking away some that I lost for bargaining, you know. So technically, if I didn't lose the bargaining, I would have around 300 million now. If you take a look at this picture right here, as you can see, yesterday I actually ended up making a daily deal where I got 286 million, and I was able to bargain this twice, and my inventory was worth a lot back then. Now, how do you actually get your things to be worth so much? The number one, by far, most important thing is stacking in this game. If you don't know what that means, that literally means putting plants on top of one another. Luckily, inside of Grow a Garden 2, you can actually do that, and no matter what you plant, for example, since I have 17 golden seeds, let's go ahead and just like plant a bunch of them on top of each other. As you can see, you can plant your seeds on top of one and another. Now, the golden seeds are actually not going to probably give me very good very good plants. But if we go ahead and water that thing, as you can see, they do grow on top of each other. Now, why would you want to do this? Wouldn't this make it harder to collect? Now, if your plants are actually very big, similar to these mushrooms I have over here, yes, this is going to make it a little bit harder to collect the stuff because the mushrooms are ginormous, and I use the sprinkler method on them, which I will show you in a little bit. But the reason you actually do this is so that way when weather events happen inside of the game, you get tons of mutations on everything in the area, because there is some weather events in the game where if it strikes an area, everything there gets a mutation. As you can see, electric is actually by far the most insane one, and I did mention this in my last video because as you can tell, this thing has an 80 times multiplier for some reason to your currency. And basically, lightning strikes and it can hit crops, granting the electric mutation. And every single time that it actually strikes, it strikes the entire area. So it's so overpowered. That's why you'll find a lot of seeds in my garden basically stacked on top of each other. That way, if we do get a lightning strike, you know, they all get it at once and I don't have to risk chances and, you know, wait longer. But before I get on to the methods of making your plants humongous, let's talk about pets. Because you're actually going to want to do this before we get to that. Now, every pet inside of the game has its own ability, of course, just like Grow Garden 1. But there is only a select of them that is going to help you when it comes to earning more money. Obviously, the one that is by far the easiest to get is the deer. I actually still use this as a full team. And as you can see, this basically trots around your garden and helps your plants grow 10% faster. Your plants also do literally grow while you are offline. And this is single-handedly the only pet that I like to use once I'm actually grinding. And as you can see, I do have a bunch of these and I have the max slots, which is 6. Now, the devs did increase the price to actually get to this thing, which kind of sucks. They've done a lot of nerfs recently. But, yeah, this makes things grow so much faster. It's way better. I don't recommend anything other than that, especially if you're a newer player. And even at my level, I'm still using these. But then you get to the better ones, which are pretty good. And if you actually go down here, you will see things like the monkey pet. Now, I've actually never seen this, but this is a map spawn. And the only ones that I would actually say are very good is the golden dragonfly, which is a mythic, as well as the unicorn, because they're both very similar, except one of them gives your plants a chance to turn gold and the other one lets it turn rainbow, and both of these just appear on the map. There is also things like the raccoon, the ice serpent, which is a guild thing, and then the black dragon, which isn't even out, but this won't actually help you get more money. The next important event actually happens every few nights inside of the game, and as you can see right now, it's 17 seconds until it turns night, so let's hope we get this to happen, because the way I actually got these golden seeds and stuff was through an event. So if you are able to get tons of these, as well as the rainbow seeds, which also has its own event, there is actually a chance that you can get the better plants inside of the game to grow, and that way, you know, you're earning tons of money. Like, what is this one right here? Okay, that's a carrot. Bro, are we serious? A carrot? No, bro, I don't want a carrot from a rainbow seed. Okay, let's gamble at another one. Come on, give me a pretty good seed here, please, game. Just bless me with some good luck. I actually don't even know what that is because it's taking a little longer to grow. Hold on. Let's go ahead, add the watering can to it. But let's see. Oh, it's a tulip. Okay, yeah, that's also really bad. But even for those seeds, if I just go ahead and try to sell them, you'll see it sells for significantly more. Or actually, I think I had other stuff in my inventory, but those will sell a lot more. Now, as you can see right now, we actually have a normal night, but there is actually a very, very good chance that you are not going to get a normal night, and these nights will be a little bit different. And well, I'm glad you asked what those are, because it is these 3 events right here. You have the blood moon, the gold moon, as well as the rainbow moon. Now, the blood moon, this simply just gives you a bloodlet mutation, so it's not actually a special type of weather. But then the gold moon, which is the Midas moon, as well as the rainbow moon, allows gold seeds to spawn right here. And then as you can see, the Rainbow Moon does the same exact thing, except with rainbow seeds. We do know that obviously gold seeds give a 15 times multiplier to whatever the plant is. However, we are unsure what that is for rainbow. So I would assume rainbow maybe 30, 45%. So yeah, if you do manage to get really good seeds from that, congratulations, because that is going to earn you so much money. Now on to the next very important thing, and that is actually plant size, where the sprinklers come in handy. And for this game, the plants work a little bit more weird than I would think they do. So previously, what the developers had was a very weird bug, but your plants would actually continue to go up in weight when you're not even playing the game. And I mean, like, your plant is fully grown, but this mango, even though it says 514 kilograms, it would keep going up. And that was very, very weird. But the devs have recently changed that to the point where it matters on the initial growth. And what that actually means is how many sprinklers and what kinds of sprinklers you are using when you initially grow the plants. And for example, I do want to go ahead and try out a brand new seed. So let's do, what seed should we do here? Let's go ahead and do the mushroom seed. The mushroom is pretty decent for earning money. This did also get nerfed though, but that's fine, I guess. And let's go ahead and do some coconut seeds. Why not? And we're going to go ahead and use these 3 sprinklers. Now, it actually matters that you place these sprinklers before the plant starts growing. And this is how it's always been inside of Grow a Garden, but it is going to be different now. And it was not like this before. So this is how you're actually technically going to be able to get the better sized plants. And you can also go ahead and water this, because once the fruits start growing is when it actually matters. And hold on, I only have 5 mushrooms, so I'm gonna need these fruits to start growing. Wait, is that the fruit right there? Bro, I hate how you keep bouncing on the mushroom. Like, I'm literally just trying to collect you. But yes, you can see, and I think I just got a super shiny one. Wait, is that like a rainbow or something? I don't even know what that is. But as you can tell, this one right here is still growing. And that is because it's going to be bigger than the previous ones that I just had. And it simply matters on the initial side. So what that also means is I can actually come here and collect all of my peppers. Or actually, I want to place the sprinklers under the plants itself. And then if I collect all the stuff that regrows back on the same exact plant will be bigger. And that is how it's supposed to be. They have finally fixed it, even though it's kind of a nerf. But that is how it's supposed to be. And I highly recommend you do this, like, once the stuff that's currently on the plant gets, like, the electric mutation. I obviously didn't wait for that because that would take forever. But if it does get the electric mutation, an 80 times multiplier on a single ghost pepper makes it worth over $1 million. Something I also highly suggest is you get your alts to actually come and buy sprinklers for you if you are good enough at the game. Once you get to a certain point where you have quite a few million, you want to start giving your garden basically to your alts. That way they can get some money. Let your alts walk in and come steal your stuff, because then you can take all of your accounts to the gear shop, tell them to buy you like sprinklers and stuff, and guess what? You can literally gift it to yourself in this game. There's a mailbox and it allows you to gift it. For example, if I want to go ahead send seeds, I can do that. If I want to send sprinklers, I can also do that. It's so good. And just from what I collected back there, by the way, no mutations on any peppers and stuff. Let's see how much it earns me. And for that, we are already getting over $1 million, and I didn't even pick up a single mutation, by the way. Just imagine I had the electric mutation on that stuff. It would have been 80 times that, so I would have got 80 million from that single cell. Now, I do know a lot of you guys want to get some of these. Oh my god, Dragon's Breath in stock. Yo, I was just about to actually talk about this guy. And I know a lot of you guys want to get that seed. And yeah, it's 90 million shekels, which I will go ahead buy it. But if you do want this seed, and I will be gifting out some of these, but all you have to do, bro, to enter in the giveaway is just subscribe, comment down below your username and why you deserve it more than somebody else. And I'll go ahead pick like 2 people to win in this video. And there it is, actually. This is the Rainbow Moon event. This is very good, especially if you're in a public server, because a lot of the seeds, I feel like, spawn if there is more people in the game. Now, you want to be very careful in public servers, guys, because you don't want to go in there with good gardens, so I would just take your alts in there and then transfer it to your main. And also, there is so many exploiters in the game right now, so they're kind of stealing everything, and I hope the devs really fix it soon, because it's a problem. You are also able to get struck by like the things that come down, and it basically lets you collect stuff, and it automatically becomes rainbow. So it's good for your alts, but I don't really recommend you do it when you're actually stealing, because it's not the most worthy thing. You could have your alts come steal from your main garden if they do get struck, which I'm so surprised I've yet to get struck by it. But it would basically make it to where anything I collect becomes rainbow. And it's super good if you have alts to, like, take it from you and then, you know, just give it back to you or something. But unfortunately, I have so many Venus flytraps around my garden, bro. It doesn't let my alts come in very easily because they instantly get eaten up. Oh my god, bro. This is the most useless event that has happened yet. I used to get so many rainbow seeds from this. I literally got like 4 in one video. And now it's like nothing is happening. I didn't even get struck by the like strikes or whatever things coming out the sky. The stars. And I know a lot of you guys sometimes do want to move your plants around inside of your garden, and there is a way to do that without having to use the trowel, or basically having a way to like take it into your inventory and stuff. And all you literally need to do, bro, is come to the gear shop and purchase the basic pot. What this basically does is it lets you put your plant inside of a pot, and you can move the pot, you can pick up the pot, and all of that stuff. So it basically allows you to move it wherever you want without having to, you know, rely on trowels. But trowels are significantly cheaper if you only want to move around your stuff. So it's up to you. And the last hint or tip I have for you guys is, if you're a newer player, make sure to make use of the code Team Green Bean. This actually gives you a bunch of seeds. It gives you 3 of the green bean seeds, which I believe is an epic rarity seed. And it's pretty good for a starter player. It's pretty good, especially if you get mutations on them. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And in this game right now, there is only a way to get 1 mutation on everything. You cannot stack mutations, unfortunately, but I do see the developers possibly changing that up in the future. Let me know what you think, though, and I really do hope these things help you guys out. And if it does, please go ahead, subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And make sure you subscribe with notifications on, okay, so you never miss a video. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, please hurry up and watch this video on the screen right here. I went ahead and picked it for you myself because I really think you're gonna like it, but you need to pick it fast. This video is about to end, and hurry up, pick one of the videos, and I'll see y'all in there. Goodbye. Subscribe.